Okay, I'm recording this for the third time. Let's see if I can get it right this time. Scroll down here to the Start Clone Stamp tutorial. Here is a link to the words instructions, the instructions for Photoshop. Okay, if you're a better reader, you can click on that. You are going to need this plaque, so go ahead and copy it. Okay. Then you're going to go to Pixlr, Pixlr.com. Please click on Pixlr E and then click Create New. Over here, you're going to want to title it Clone Stamp Tutorial. The width should be 3,300 and then tab down and the height should be 2,500. And then my picture's in the way here. And then click Create. Then once your file is open, can you get the door for me, please? Do Control V to paste your plaque. Move him up to the corner and then all the way down. Now the goal is really to learn the Clone Stamp tool. Okay, in Pixlr it's just called Clone. It's this one right here. It looks like a stamp. Okay, click on that. The beauty of this tool is that we are going to use the texture of the plaque and we're going to copy the texture of the plaque and paste it on top of these areas we don't want. So we do not want the word athlete, the word Muhammad Ali in all this paragraph. We're going to clone stamp all of that out as well as athletic up here. Okay. So to do that, click on the clone tool. Up here at the top, there's brush. If your brush is a hard edge brush like a circle, please click on one that has a blurred edge. You want the blurred edge so it's nice and smooth. And then I'm going to have it at 85px. Now what you're going to do, it's a process. You're going to click the shift button and then you see how my mouse changes from a plus to a circle. Okay. Holding the shift button down, I'm going to essentially take a picture of this spot on the plaque, okay? Then I'm going to take my finger off the shift and move my... Sorry, I'm teaching during AP class. Let me try this again. Hold shift, take a picture, let go of shift, and then now you see that black target. So whatever is inside that black target is going to go where my white circle is, okay? Or my red circle, if you can see that. So it's super fun. Look, see, it's going away. It's like these words never existed before on this plaque. But watch where that black circle goes. It's going to go up to 1985. It is clone stamping 1985, which we don't want. So what you have to do is you have to, again, hold the shift down, take a picture of the texture there, click it with your mouse too, put your finger off the shift, and then you can come back around and get rid of that area. Okay, so it's a process. Hold shift, click with your mouse, and then you can start clone stamping out all of this. Okay, now your goal is to, let me try and find the one from the previous one. Your goal is to, sorry, I'm trying to give some things away here. Okay, so your goal is to make it look like this. So we took out athletic, we took out athlete, and we took out that whole paragraph by using the clone tool. Okay, now you're going to use the magic wand tool and select Muhammad Ali's picture. And to continue selecting, you hold the shift button down every time you click with the magic wand, and then eventually you should get the whole circle selected, and then hit the backspace. Okay, so backspace. Now I then I deselected, and if you do Control plus, you can zoom in and see um, some areas I need to delete. So I use the eraser tool and deleted those areas. Now the next step is I'm going to put a picture of myself in here. So I want you to put a picture of yourself in here. And we're going to turn this plaque into a memorial for you, hopefully after you've lived a very, very long, wonderful life. Okay. So I pasted a picture of myself in here, and then made it a little bit smaller to fit inside here. I did have to change up my layer order so it looked correct. It actually went behind the circle. Let me zoom out a little bit. So to get myself to look like I'm in the circle, I have to drag that layer behind the plaque layer. Okay. Then I do want you to add text inside, and that gets a little bit tricky. So here's this text. Oh, come here. So to start it off with, I'm going to do educator of the century. I decided to make it 90, I think was what it was. Whoa, not 900. Let's go 100. And then I changed the font. And I want to pick a font that looks like it goes with the plaque lettering. Where did it go? Oh, okay. I picked this one. I might change my mind in a little bit, but Father and Son is what I picked. Now, see all that space there? I need to make it a little bit bigger. So click on the T for text, make this a little bit larger. 120? Sure, let's do that. That looks nicer. Line this up. Beautiful. So the next thing is I also want to come up with a clever paragraph here on my plaque. Now you have to pretend like you've lived this long, wonderful life with lots and lots of accomplishments. So think, one, what career do you want to do? And two, what are the wonderful things you did during that career? So I'm going to start with Emily Martin was a fantastic art teacher. And I can say she taught blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now I want it to be a paragraph. Try and make it fun to read. Nothing too inappropriate, but fun to read. Okay. And you're going to put your paragraph underneath here. It needs to be about the same amount of lines as the original plaque. Okay. And then from there was something else. Oh, I clone stamped out the 1985. We need to add that in there. So I'm going to say year 2045. Now to change the color, so see how inducted there has the gold tint? So click on fill and then click this eyedrop and come along here, and I'm going on top of the D. That's the color, and that's what color I want 2045 to be. See how I changed? That's the goal. That's the goal. I think the size is okay, but I think it needs to be a little bit more bold. So I'm going to go back to Father and Son here. Ooh, I don't like how that looks now. No. So try and pick font that goes with inducted. I don't know. Currently, that's fine. I'll make this a little bit bigger. And then move this over here. Now I know how to do this on Photoshop, but I don't know how to do it on Pixlr. Let's see here if I can. Styles. No. Format. Okay, so click on here where it says styles, do curve. Move this over. And then let's play around with this. You're not doing anything. I'm gonna mess around with this to see if it will change. I want it to be curved. So I will figure that out and talk to you guys about that in class, okay? So maybe it's just this thing. There we go. All right, so this is the goal, is to learn the clone stamp tool, get rid of that original paragraph, and then for fun, add in what your dream job would be, a description of all your accomplishments that you could accomplish. And you have to write them in past tense because this is like a memorial plaque. And then save that, and I'll tell you where to upload it during class. But I also wanted to show you the whole point of this is when you start to take portraits, some people are uncomfortable with how their skin appears, and you can confidently tell them, don't worry about it, I can Photoshop it out. And so, for example, this person has some pimples right here. Well, if I click on the clone stamp and then hold shift down, click on a clear area of her forehead, and then back on, let me do that again, and then click on the pimple spot, it's gone away. And there are ways that I can make that line a little bit cleaner and prettier, but the bottom line is the clone tool will help you make your portraits as best as they can be, okay? So this is the goal. This is the goal with a paragraph here. And let me know if you have any questions. Appreciate you guys. This was my third attempt, so I'm sure I missed something, but love you lots. See you in class.